Alright guys, today we go ahead and predict the 2023 NFL season for the Cincinnati Bengals. We're going to find out the schedule next week, but I want to go ahead and give my predictions, early predictions, on how this schedule might fall. So starting off right away, I'm going to say I'm going with Tom Boyd here with the Chiefs game prediction. I personally do truly believe it might be week 1 of the season, the Thursday night opening game, but my man Tom has not been wrong yet. So we're going to go with a week 15 Chiefs game, which obviously is going to be the most exciting game of the season, as of course that game right there is absolutely insanity. But I think it's going to be week 15 of the season. Chiefs versus, which I believe actually, yeah, this is going to be like in December. It's going to be like early December, which is going to be one of the craziest games of the season, and probably decide who wins the AFC. Because I think Chiefs and Bengals are going to be fighting back and forth for the AFC conference, and this is going to decide who actually wins it in the end. So, Chiefs game right there. There's a couple games I think we're just going to start right away with going with the Browns week 18. I think this is not the most common, thing. This could be the Ravens, could be the Browns, could be the Steelers. Obviously, it could be any divisional game. But I think it's going to be Browns right there. Starting off this season, usually they have like a crazy divisional game early on to kind of get people excited, especially when teams are kind of on that horizon area. And I think week 3 is going to be the Ravens, Bengals, Lamar Jackson. This could be in Baltimore just because, again, Lamar Jackson just got his brand new contract. People are excited about it. People are ready to go. People think he's going to be the best quarterback in football. And this could be a chance that, since he goes to Baltimore on Lamar Jackson's first couple games where maybe he starts 3-0 and they absolutely smack him in the mouth, right? They absolutely dominate him and destroy him. Cardinals, I'm going to guess that this game is going to be a Week 17 game. I don't think it's going to be a good game. So I think it's just going to be like, oh yeah, we end the season off and they play the Cardinals, right? It's a game that I think really doesn't matter too much, and the NFL is not going to put too much significance on it. The Jacksonville Jaguars game, I believe it's going to be Week 10. Because I believe this is going to be a game where we see, the Bengals we're starting to talk about the playoff picture, right, in Week 10. We're starting to talk about possibly, this team could win the division, this team could win the division. Jacksonville is going to be on, like, neck and neck over there with the Colts and Anthony Richardson, or whoever they end up starting, Gardner Minshew. And it's going to be that whole, Texans too, actually. And it's going to be that whole battle and that whole race. Well, this is going to be the game that really decides it for the AFC South. And honestly, probably puts the Bengals a little bit ahead against the Ravens and the Steelers. The first Browns game, I'm going to say, is Week 8. I'm going to say, you kind of go a couple games after the Ravens to get that divisional matchup versus the Cleveland Clownies. And then again, you play Jacksonville right there. Now, I'm going to say Week 9 is the bye week. So you play Cleveland, you get the bye, you come off the bye, you travel to Jacksonville. I think that's how it's going to work out there. The Texans game, I think the Texans game then is going to be probably Week 2 of the NFL season. If it is not the Chiefs versus Chiefs game, Chiefs versus Bengals Week 1, I don't think it's going to be the Bills game Week 1. I really do not think it's going to be the Bills game Week 1. I was kind of deciding if it could be or not, but I'm going to say no because I feel like this could be another cash grab game that they could put up there, but I don't think it's going to be back-to-back Bills and then Chiefs. It was last season, though. Well, no, it wasn't last season. Last season they played the Chiefs, Week 14, and they played the Bills Week 17. But at the same time, I feel like the Bills game, I'm going to go with Week 12. Because that's right in the mix, again, where the whole playoffs are underwhelmed or undergoing. People are excited about the playoffs. People think, oh my gosh, this is going to be a primetime game. This is going to be a crazy, insane game. So I'm going to go with that. Titans. I'm at the Titans early. Week 4 Titans. I think the first game of the season might start off with... I'm between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to go with Vikings Week 1 of the season. Start off against an NFC opponent, right? Start off kind of like neutral, but still two teams that made the playoffs last season, right? You kind of get at, like who's going to start off and have a better season, Minnesota or Cincinnati here. Start off there. Then you go to Houston, kind of an easier game on paper. Then you go to Baltimore. Then you play against Tennessee. Week 5 here, I'm going to have them play the Colts. Week 6, the Seahawks. Week 7, I'm going to have them play the Steelers and then play the Browns. I'm going to have home Steelers against, obviously, in the jungle. Then travel to the Clownies in Cleveland. You go on your bye week. You come off your bye week. You play Jacksonville. Then, after Jacksonville, you play Baltimore. Actually, no. You play the Rams. Then I'm going to have you play Baltimore. After you play the Bills, you play Baltimore. This time is in the jungle. So, again, you go to Buffalo. You play Buffalo. You come back home. Play the Ravens. And then the 49ers. You play... let me go after the Chiefs game, 49ers. This is... I don't know, because this will be a really tough ending of the season. You play Bills, Ravens, Steelers, Chiefs, 49ers, Cardinals, and Browns. And keep in mind, so just a little thing here. So the Bills game's a home game, right? So this is how it would work, right? So, let me see, Jacksonville. So it's okay. You're playing away. The Rams game is at home. So away, home. You're playing home. You're playing home. You're playing home. The Chiefs game is away. 49ers away. Cardinals are at home. Let me just Cardinals away. And then you're playing the Cleveland Browns at home. So it is a tough ending of the season, right? The schedule-wise. But you're at least playing a lot of your games out tough at home to end off the season. So there's a lot of games in the jungle at home. So you're starting off here on the road. No, you're starting off on... you're starting at home. Then you go... home. So home, away, back home. Then you're playing away. Are you playing at home here? Wait, what did Seattle play? Seattle's game is at home. So you're playing back at home. You're playing away. And then, so then you have the home stretch of playing at away. Then you're playing at home. You're playing at home. You're playing at home, away. You're playing away. You're playing at home. Away. And then you're playing at home. So, I don't think that's a bad schedule. I think it's going to be, again, the opponents are going to be tough no matter how you look at it, right? But you can easily start off the season, right? Beat the Vikings, beat the Texans, beat the Ravens, obviously. Beat the Titans, beat the Colts, beat the Seahawks. You're 6-0, right? Then you go to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. Okay, you win that game. You beat the Clown. Oh, the Clowning's going to be the tough one. All 3 of these games, obviously, AFC North can be a tough one. But you go and let's say, for example, let's say even that worst scenario possible, right? You get what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 and 3. Let's say because these are all away divisional games, right? 5 and 3, all away divisional games. You go into the bye week. You beat Jacksonville 6 and 3. Beat the Rams 7 and 3. Then you play the Bills 8 and 3. You play the Ravens now at home 9 and 3. You play the Steelers at home 10 and 3. Let's say you 11 and 3. You beat the Chiefs 11 and 4. Maybe you lose to the 49ers. 12 and 4. You beat the Cardinals. And then you beat the Browns at home 13 and 4. I feel like, that's right, 13-4. Not a bad schedule. But, again, we'll find out next week how this ends up shaking out and ends up going. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.